Maria, I'm so glad you could meet me for coffee this morning. I need to ask you about this letter I received from Alex's teacher yesterday.
It looks like the school wants to evaluate Alex to see if he needs special education services. You did tell me that he's been struggling in school lately.
Yes, schoolwork has always been difficult for Alex, but this year's been even more challenging. And Mr. Stevens said that Alex is having a tough time focusing in class, and he's not always turning his homework in.
That's probably why he sent you this form from the school district. It's called a permission to evaluate consent form. Schools use this form when they want to evaluate a child to see if he needs special education services. Before a school can begin evaluating Alex, they must first get your consent in writing. So do you see this section here? You just need to check the box that says you're going to give your consent for the evaluation. Then sign the form and return it to Alex's teacher.
Well, okay, I'm just not sure I'm ready for all of this.
Yeah, I understand. When our school district first began to evaluate Eddie's speech and language issues, I remember feeling very overwhelmed and scared. But keep in mind, you do have the right to refuse consent. You can check the option right here to indicate you don't want to have Alex evaluated. That is your right under Pennsylvania law.
Well, what do you mean it's my right?
Well, there's something in the state of Pennsylvania called the Procedural safeguards. You should have received a copy of this document along with the permission to evaluate form.
I did get another document. It was really thick and seemed pretty technical.
Yeah. That sounds like the Procedural Safeguards Notice.
Yeah.
It documents the legal rights of parents whose children receive special education in Pennsylvania. One of those rights is the opportunity to give your consent or refuse to give your consent for things like educational evaluations.
I see. Well, it's good to know that parents have rights when it comes to their children's special education.
I agree. So, how about this permission to evaluate form?
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have Alex evaluated. Maybe then we can begin to understand why he's struggling so much in school. Thanks for your help, Maria. It's nice to know that there's somebody here that understands.